Welcome to our midnight story, The Nanny. Detective John Harris, fueled by the newfound clues, wasted no time and returned to Mrs. Eleanor Turner's house early the next morning.
Madam, it's urgent. We need to talk.
You again? Go away! I said I know nothing.
Madam, or should I say Mrs. Turner? It's about your daughter.
A flicker of concern crossed Mrs. Turner's face, and reluctantly she allowed him to enter. Inside the modest living room, Detective John Harris and Mrs. Turner exchanged uneasy glances.
Mrs. Turner, I've come across a news article from 10 years ago about a missing girl.
Mrs. Turner's eyes widened with a mix of surprise and apprehension.
Isabel,
Is it possible for you to tell me everything you remember about that night and anything else that might help?
yes, she did. Said she was going to visit her friend's house, the Collins mansion. I thought it was harmless, so I let her go.
Hmm.
She never returned. I went to the Collins mansion to look around, but there was no trace at all.
My sincerest apologies, Mrs. Turner.
It's alright. It's been 10 years since then.
I also found something else about a car crash incident. Do you know anything about it?
A car crash. Yes. It happened a month after the Collins siblings went missing. I was there when Sir Richard and Madame Evelyn left the house. They were frantic that day. Left me a huge amount and told me to leave the mansion immediately.
Did they say anything else? Why were they leaving? Or where they were going?
Hmm. I can't really recall. I think I overheard them saying we need to break it.
Break what?
I don't know.
The details of the car crash, the connection to the Collins family, and the aftermath remain shrouded in mystery, leaving Detective John Harris with more questions than answers. Tune in again next time. Yes. Next. Next.